Welcome to How To with Tim O'Donnell. Good afternoon, everybody. Today, I'm going to be stringing up a guitar. So let's get to it. Take your strings off your guitar. Usually I loosen the tuners, cut the strings, pop the bridge pins out. See how much gunk is on your fretboard. And if you do have gunk on your fretboard, you can take a nice little razor blade and don't gouge the fretboard, but scrape the gunk off. Back and forth, kind of on a little angle, pulling it to the fret and then towards the other fret. After you've got your gunk off of your fretboard, take a little piece of 4/0 steel wool. Go with the grain. Don't go against the grain. Sometimes rosewood can get dried out. Cocobolo can get dried out. Ebony is a very possibility to get dried out, especially on a new guitar. So you want to oil that up. If you have a guitar that needs a little bit of hydration, get yourself some Bohr oil. It's for clarinets. It's for wooden clarinets. It's for both cleaning and lubricating and also oiling, hydrating the wood. Take a little bit of the Bohr oil, put it on a cotton cloth. Kind of gently rub it along the fretboard and put it in there. One word to the wise. If you're doing this on an electric guitar, you're going to want to take yourself some blue tape, cover the pole pieces of your pickups, because as soon as you put this 4/0 steel wool on there, your pole pieces are going to be filled with steel. So you want to cover your pickups with just some blue tape, and then once you get everything off of there, you can pull the blue tape back off of there before you string your guitar back up. Now, this is something I see all the time when people restring guitars. They bought their string, it's about 24 feet long, and they figured that they should put all 24 feet of that on their tuning peg. What ends up happening, you got this big gnarly mess on your tuning peg. The other thing I see is I see people tie knots, tie some kind of twisted knot all in the tuning peg. I'm just letting you know it ain't helping. You're just killing yourself. You're creating tuning problems for yourself. All these tuners are made and they're shaped like that, with the hole being in the middle. If you get 3 solid wraps, the first one over the top, the rest of them down underneath, it actually cinches the string just from the tension. You ain't gonna have no slips. You're gonna have way less tuning problems. Now, when I put my strings in my bridge, I bend the string just a wee tiny bit. So what that does is when the string goes down into the hole and my bridge pin comes in here, it opens it up so that the ball can slide up next to it instead of being under the bridge pin and pull the bridge pin out. Now, here is the kicker. How do you know how to get a minimum of 3 wraps but not 28 wraps? Basically, put your string right in there like that. You want to come over here and you want to give yourself 5.5 inches, typically about the perfect amount. It can be less on your smaller strings, but that's a good starting point. So 5.5 inches, know where that is? The first wrap, what we're going to do is we are going to go over the string when it comes through. Keep it tight. And the next wrap, we're going to pull that up. We're going to go under the string. We'll cut these ends off. They make string winders that go with this. But since this COVID-19 situation, haven't been able to go to CrossFit, I like to keep my wrist in shape. So we're going to get this thing closely in tune. give them a good jerk. Instead of putting one string on at a time, especially with an acoustic guitar that has a piezo saddle in it, you kind of want even tension across the bridge. So don't tune as you go. As the war machine keeps turning. That's how to restring a guitar. 3 wraps. 5.5 inches up will get you right around that thing. Minimum of 3 wraps over the first time. Under the rest, keeps them nice and tight. Strings ain't gonna slip. Subscribe to my new YouTube page and get all the how-to with Tim O'Donnell.